Okay, how's everybody doing? This is the Woods Runner here, and I'm going to go over this LK35 as promised. I'm not sure if we're getting this in the shot, but we're going to give it a try. So here we go. This is a good pack. Is it a great pack? I don't know. I've used it a lot. I wouldn't call it a great pack. I remember the last time I took it on a backpacking trip. I put a Molly 2 waist strap on here originally, and it rode terrible. I was carrying about 35 pounds, and I backpacked into the Wind River range for 8 days of backpacking, and I used this. Okay. And it carried okay. It wasn't by any means perfect, but I think a lot of that had to do with the belt. Now since then I put this this is a Blackhawk, made by Blackhawk, waist belt on it. It's a replacement for it's an upgrade for an Alice pack waist strap. So I put that on it, and it seems to carry better now, but I haven't carried it for, once again, I haven't carried it for 8 days again with this different waist belt on there, so I'm not real sure how it's going to carry. So far, when I do take it out, it seems to carry really well. A couple of things about this pack. It's very simple. There's no outside pockets. There's one inside pocket here that's about halfway down the bag. It's good for putting smaller items in. And that's it. The entire bag has this vulcanized, rubberized coating in it. And it really helps to repel the water really well. I have used this pack on a canoe trip. It was a 7-day canoe trip, and it rode in my canoe, and it kept my stuff dry even in some pretty heavy rains. I used this in a dry bag for my other stuff. I was on the river for about a week. And yeah, this worked out really well, and I used it with the frame, and the frame just kind of sat against the gunnel. I just took a bungee cord and bungeed it to the gunnel, or to the yoke in the canoe, and it rode really well. Let's see, what else can I say about this bag? Yeah. What I've done here is I've added a Molly 2 waist pack to the top. I've just run the straps through here. And for an extra pocket, I can just put some gear I want to get to right away. Toilet paper, first aid kit, and stuff like that, you can throw up in here. And that works really well. Also, if you want to, these straps are pretty huge, so even after your pack is full, you can put a sleeping bag. You can carry your sleeping bag on top if you like, or a tent. That way you don't have to take up more space inside the pack. The pack itself, they claim, is 35 liters. The bag, it carries actually a little bit more than 35 liters. It's probably closer to 40 liters. I've seen people, I've seen people attach pockets to this. MCQ Bushcraft has done that, as well as John from John Tulo, his channel. Another thing he's done is he put a belt strap on it. I think I recommended a few months ago that you can just use a bungee cord. You can attach canteen pouches or whatever kind of pouch, any kind of molly pouches right to a bungee cord. And snap it down. You can carry your canteens on either side. Now this is going to be part one of a part 2 video that I'm going to do for this pack. I just wanted to give you a kind of a quick overview of the pack. There are no plastic buckles. These are a ladder lock, a metal, they're steel ladder lock design straps, okay? Everything, these are nylon straps. I believe the pack itself is not made out of Cadora like a lot of people say. It's actually made out of a polyester material, which is similar to nylon. Made from petroleum products, so you would have to keep it away from a fire. It will melt a hole. Sparks will get on it and melt holes in it. It comes off the frame very easily with these straps here. These straps are plenty long enough. Basically remove these straps, 2 of them, one on each side, and this bag just lifts right off the frame. Okay, with the straps and the waist belt remain on the frame. Now, as issued to the Swedish military, these packs, as far as I know, the LK35s, as far as I know, they do not come issued with a waist strap. I think the LK70, which is a larger pack, uses the waist, comes issued with the waist belt. But the LK35 does not, so if you order one of these, you won't get it with a waist strap, okay? You'll have to rig up something on your own. I added this little extra pad because I don't like the way it just, I have a rounded back from slouching all my life, I guess, and because of that, you know, I need a pack to lean a little forward, kind of like the Alice does. The Alice rides out from your lower back a little bit. And that helped for me personally. That helped. So I just added this open cell foam pad to this waist belt just so that the pack rides a little better. I also added a strap here. I do have nylon. It does come with nylon straps you can run across, but with this I can take a foam pad if I want and slide it down in here. You can also run a water bladder back here if you'd like, and just run the tube up through here and over your shoulder. I don't run with a water bladder myself. I have, you know, the Camelback system, but I don't use it. It was just a gift from my brother. So yeah, it's a good frame, so if you wanted to, it has a little bit of a shelf on it. It's about a 3-inch shelf on the bottom, 3 inches this way. So if you remove the pack, you can strap wood or jerry cans to it or whatever. You can lash other things to it. If you're hunting and you need to remove a quarter of a critter, then you just lash it to this thing and you can haul it out if you like. Meat bags and everything, you'll just lash to the outside of this frame. It'll make it a lot easier, you know, carrying 50 or 60 pounds of meat on this than it would be, you know, slung in a sack over your shoulder. So yeah, these top straps are huge. Sorry guys, my batteries went dead again. Alright, where were we? Okay, so let's look at the straps on these. Okay, these straps are not really padded, okay, but they are adequate. I mean, when you first get it, they're a little stiff, but if you have a waist belt, these straps are not going to be a problem. They adjust very easily you can loosen them by pulling this tab, and they tighten down. Matter of fact, all the straps, this heavy nylon webbing, all these straps adjust. Once you put the webbing through these ladder locks, I mean, they're very easy to loosen and tighten just like that. Okay. What else? I don't really care for this drawstring closure device they use here, but it does work. And it just kind of dangles there. It's a metal device. Has this kind of slide deal there. And basically pull up, and then you got to push it through, and it's held on by friction. And, you know, it works. So a couple things I like about this pack is, you know, it's got this heavy nylon webbing all along the top, so you're not going to tear or fray the edging, making your gear in and out of the bag. What I don't like is I don't like the elastic. Eventually this elastic is going to wear out. It's just going to be loose for this inner pocket here. Another thing is right here, just adjust that camera just a little bit. A lot of people want to put axes down in here. I don't like carrying an axe behind the pack, because when this is all loaded out and away from your back, the weight of the axe is just going to pull you back. It's just going to be more uncomfortable. Okay. You can put an E-tool in here, a shovel, like this cold steel. This cold steel shovel here fits down there real nice. Right? Doesn't weigh as much as an axe. Okay, or you know, trekking poles or something like that. What I like to do with my axe, take this cord from the there's an extra cord at the top here, right here, for adjusting the height of how you want to carry. So you can put your handle up in here, perhaps. You run your handle of your axe up through there, and come down here. Because that strap has so much length to it that attaches the bag to the frame right there, that I just wrap it around one time, and I'll run it right back through the buckle. Or you can tie it off with a half hitch. But it works better to run it through the buckle. If you can, it's easier to do this actually when the pack is full. But you get the idea. And then once you've done that, that axe will ride just very nicely right there. Okay, and that way the weight's not back here. Okay. And then on this side here, this is perfect for dropping a rifle sling over. So you can carry your rifle without having to hold it all the time. You can drape it over your arm and put the rifle strap right here, just draped right over that, and carry it that way. Carry your axe over here. that works really well, as you can see. So I think you can see. I hope you can. What else? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this pack up, and not with a lot of stuff, but enough, you know, to do an overnighter or two. And I'm not going to do that right now, but in part 2 of this video, I'm actually going to hump this thing about 8 miles or 10 miles. I might even take it up a mountain. I have to go up a mountain on taking Jay, the guy I've been hiking with, and we're headed up a mountain on Saturday, headed up to Ramshorn Peak, and I might maybe use it then. I'll just take a couple of days worth of gear, I'll load it up, and we'll see how she carries. It really is a good pack. When it's loaded up, there's actually room at the bottom. You know, there's the straps at the bottom too. These straps are long enough to hold the top flap down. These straps are long enough, you can roll on me a little bit. I use a 3/4 length foam pad when I'm sleeping on the ground, not using a hammock. You can throw that right in there. Get this thing here. This is, like I said, this is easier to do when the pack is loaded. Anyway, you carry your pad at the bottom, and will actually ride right against that bar, and that's what I've done in the past anyway. And like I said, you can put your sleeping bag on top, or you can carry it inside, depending on what you like. Once I get it all loaded up, I'll show it to you guys, and when I get ready to hump this thing. So yeah, here in the next day or 2 or 3, and I'll do part 2.